Maybe that's how Araya got up here. She used the teleportation network.
Not much higher to climb. Maria must be close. She has to be in here somewhere.
Stage 2 complete. Attention all staff. It's with pride that I announce the completion of the first level of infrastructure on our primary facility. This compound will be the nerve center for our project and will require the team's continued best efforts to realize by the deadline. But even though there is much more to be done, you should be pleased with all you've accomplished so far. Please find attached a detailed plan for mustering out of the auxiliary space, which will serve as a contingency site as we proceed with the main facility. 90% of our personnel must be relocated by 5 PM Wednesday. If your name does not appear on the assignment list, please email Marissa with me in CC. Your dedication, talent, and intelligence remain daily sources of inspiration. Ah, there is in fact a door. Menu prank.
Someone hacked the menu board to display obscene messages about our colleague, Mr. Blevins. Is this the most advanced geological project ever undertaken, or a junior high locker room? Come on, people.
The most advanced geological? Did it say geological? Oh, wait. Wait, there's more? What? It only said that. Don't tell me they've all been like this. Like, all the recording was this bit about geological project ever undertaken. But then, underneath, is all of this. Have I been missing a fuckload of lore in every single audio thing? Attention all staff. At an assembly of our country's finest scientific minds recruited to address a grave threat to national safety, it would be fair to expect more mature conduct than that demonstrated yesterday in the canteen. Mr. Blevins plays a crucial role in the successful execution of Firebreak and is due the respect both of his title and of his many contributions to the project. Any further interference in the menu boards will necessitate my direct personal involvement. And then he forwarded it to Anita and went, Anita, was it you? Wink. Lol. Okay, so, oh my god, Blevins. Yeah. Oh my god, okay. There's so much... Oh no! Oh no! I'm just thinking of how much I must have to read. If Blevins reconfigures the pattern on the lambent orbicular door access one more time, I'm going to vomit all over it. Sure, I don't want some gift shop employee rooting around in the Firebreak facility, but these measures aren't about security, they're about control. I wonder if Blevins gets in early to watch everyone try and solve the new pattern, perched over his little camera array in his big boy office. What a bridge troll. You'd think that a fraction of his fancy drone budget could go towards buying him some classier body spray. God help me and Kenny if he ever finds out about us. Ah. Right. They are together. I thought Kenny was just like... what do you call it? I thought he just fancied her, but it wasn't a reciprocal thing, but evidently not. Supply snafu. Message text. Let me begin by spelling out disaster for you. A destructive event causing a level of disturbance unmanageable via the application of ordinary resources. What you've given us is distinctly ordinary. Huh. Dummies version. Give me what I need or you'll be on an autocar to lay off city quicker than you can say code red. The list one more time. 3,000 MREs, no lasagna. 30 military grade flashlights, no more junk store crap. 10 portable water pumps, not 5, not 8, 10. 50 tubes of fungicide, we're working underground, spores happen. 15 hydraulic jacks, 12 replacement drone propulsion units, 50 holographic microdrives. In a disaster, see definition above. It's absolutely critical to track all ingresses and egresses of the facility. I take our safety seriously, even if you don't. 50 almond-scented extra soft. Firebreak upgrades. Okay, this one doesn't have any extra. Secret show. Okay, so this is from the waterlogged quest. Dear Nobody, as far as I can tell, that's who's going to read this. Those spooky guys showed up today with that creep Blevins. Okay, so that was part of it. To take measurements of our workstations, and next week they start installing Pharaoh servitors to do our jobs. Bye-bye Shelley, bye-bye Laura, see you never, hope you enjoy basic income. Huh. God, it's going to be weird to say goodbye to this place. When Quentin and I split, this was all I had. Thank God for a job where I could sit at a panel and press buttons and cry all day. Which I think is why we're doing this. Hiding the tapes of our rehearsals in the dam. These tapes are our memories, our ghosts. Through them, we get to haunt this place, keep it human in some small way. This control room was where I was sitting when Laura came in, dragging an old practice amp and guitar behind her. Shells, she said. Girl, so I was looking at schematics for this place, and I found the perfect practice space. The acoustics in this place, seriously bonkers. Like, echoing through the entire valley kinds of bonkers. Legit, you're going to soil yourself when you see it. I remember asking. Practice space? Peace, Shelley. Damn family. Dear Nobody, when I took this job, we had to watch this training holo, and I remember probably 2% of the actual holo. At some point, the holo welcomed me to the Damn family, and I felt like AJ that was such a missed opportunity. Because they could have called it Damily and chose not to. Oh, it's not AJ. I felt like A. bracket that was a missed opportunity, and B. bracket the idea that I would ever think of any of my co-workers as family was pretty ridiculous. But then one day I looked up and automation had whittled 6 people down to just Laura and I was signing papers to dissolve the family I thought I had. And suddenly my last co-worker with her faded tattoos and perpetually arched eyebrows was telling me jokes and making me listen to bands I'd never heard of and cheering me up when I cried. Things were really good when it was just the 2 of us. We used to have these theme days. One time the sluice gates were open and we set up beach blankets on one of the catwalks in the intake tower and battered around this inflatable beach ball I had in my apartment for some reason. Laura messed around with the emergency PA and patched in a bunch of classical surf rock songs. We even put sunscreen on the bridges of our noses. Laura called it the Concrete Beach Party. When Laura brought up band names, I knew pretty much right away that would be our name, Concrete Beach Party. There was never really any other choice. Limited edition merch. Dear Nobody, we spent an hour plastering our stickers all over that servitor. Well, I say stickers. They were sticky notes from my desk. We stole the presentation and designs of other band logos, drawing little skulls and lightning bolts and broken hearts around the name. It's not like we had any actual work to do. When this began, we were told we'd be on-site advisors, going through the motions of our duties so the servitors could mimic our actions. But the government creeps, corporate creeps? Same diff, I guess, mostly ignore us or yell at us for getting in their way. The Robo-Scab's weird oval head kept swiveling towards us, and it kept asking, "Hello, is this relevant to my training?" as we tried to duck out of its line of sight, ruining its chrome finish with sticky notes and shushing each other's giggles. Afterward, Laura stood in front of the thing and goes, "Servitor, this is very important. This is how you greet Blevins, okay? It's a sign of immense respect." I mean, will the servitor actually give Blevins the finger? Probably not, right? But a girl can dream. Screw the man. Compensatory damages. Dear Nobody, I feel embarrassed now thinking about following Laura out of the pump station like a kicked puppy, wondering what horrible thing I might have done until she threw herself into this room and shut the door behind her and just screamed. The fear of abandonment is weirdly self-centered, because it presupposes that little old you are filled with such immense destructive power that you're capable of driving every person you care about away. Anyway, at the bottom of the dam, with her on one side of the door and me on the other, she told me that Metallurgic had bought her old mum's house, her whole neighborhood, in fact, out from under her to build a new server farm. Ugh, God, I don't even like that house, she said. I don't even like Indianapolis. Indianapolis? Indianapolis? Something like that? Maybe I got it right the first time. I don't know, whatever. I hated every minute I spent in that city as a kid. When they told us we'd have to leave the dam, I went back to my apartment and I sat on my bed and I prayed to God I don't even believe in that. I prayed to a God I don't even believe in, that I wouldn't have to move back home. That I wouldn't have to show up on my mum's front stoop with a suitcase and a bunch of stupid excuses. She was trying not to sound like she was crying, but she sounded like she was crying. I guess I got my stupid wish, huh? I asked her where she'd go and she laughed. Where else could she go? Back home to help her mum pack up the house, to move with her into whatever dank little one-room hole Metallurgic's displacement grant will allow them to afford. I think I could have dealt with being one of those losers who celebrates their 40th birthday living in that house they grew up in. But now I don't even have that. I had no idea how to make her feel better, so I just sat on the other side of the door, and I started singing the song we were working on, the one about being the last 2 girls on Earth, and eventually she started singing along. Farewell tour. Dear nobody, we got into a fight, Laura and I. After practice, we went out for drinks. There's this row bar in downtown Cody, so we called an autocar and shuttled over. We were the only people there. With the park closing, Cody's becoming a ghost town. The more we drank, the more passive-aggressive our banter became, snowballing out of our control, metastasizing in the empty air between us. And then, before either of us really knew what was happening, we were yelling at each other. I kept thinking, like, I'm not abandoning her, she's abandoning me. And I guess she was probably thinking something similar. We got quiet for a while, drank more. Eventually, Laura ordered an autocar and we piled into it, slid as far from each other on the back seat as we could, arms crossed, staring out the window. And then I heard myself talking. Screw it, I don't care if you stay in touch with me. I'm going to stay in touch with you. Whether you like it or not, you're not getting rid of me. Ever. Laura looked at me for what felt like ages. I thought she was going to start yelling, but then her hand crept over mine, and we just sat there together. And the final performance... That's just the, most of that is just the song, and then Last Girls on Earth by Concrete Beach Party, recorded in the Overflow Basin Studios, Laura Vogel on guitar, Shelley Guerrera-McKenzie on Vox, electronics percussion courtesy The Magical Power of Automation, loss of livelihood also courtesy The Magical Power of Automation. It's been real, XOXO, bye. Okay, we're gonna stop there, with the reading of the extra stuff, but I just want to quickly check, like, all of these? Wait, maybe not? Oh, thank God. Is it just... Oh, thank God. It's just the Frozen Wilds ones that have extra stuff? Oh, okay. Well, then we may as well just check this all now, just to absolutely make sure. Oh, thank God. I thought I'd been fucking up this entire game. Okay, we're fine. What about the hologram ones? Yeah, no, this is fine. Okay, so that's a really weird change for them to make just for Frozen Wilds and then not tell you about it? Right? Am I crazy, or is that really weird that they make this change where there's a ton of extra lore in the audio log that you think you've already listened to, so you would never think to click on, and they don't say anything like, by the way, click here for more, or anything like that? That seems really weird to me, because that was just pure chance, because I just wanted to double check that it said geological. That was just pure chance that I actually clicked that. Otherwise, I could have missed a shitload. I mean, not like it's not like game-changing reveals or anything, but it's interesting and, you know, more background, more context. So I am kind of mind-blown that they didn't make that clear. But whatever, we know it now, so we will always check Frozen Wilds ones from now on. But I'm very glad that at least we don't have, like, another 30 of those to read, I guess. Because that would have taken a while. Hello. Cutscene. Is the lady in here?
I ask again, as I've asked 1,000 times. Speak to me. What more would you have me do?
Hello! You're gonna be real pissed when you see me. You're gonna be fucked off.
Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds?
She'll be like, how dare you come in this place? You're not a fucking shaman.
Ah! I can't help you if you won't speak.
Hey, lady.
Whisper is all I ask.
I've got this spear, and there's this thing in the room here.
Who? No. How? How did you get here? The way was sealed by the spirit herself.
I used one of these. I could show you.
Yes, show me.
She's not pissed.
Please.
I'm surprised. Damn, she's just desperate for help. What a fucking shocking twist. Normally people like this who are like a situation where they're looking for answers, but then someone stumbles in and they... I figured she'd think she was like above us as like a shaman or whatever, and then we're just some random person. I figured that she would refuse to hear what we had to say. Because that's like a pretty common thing, right? But I'm very pleasantly surprised that she's actually like, yeah, please, man, like if you know something, then please help. That is very nice change of the usual like formula in most things. What have we got here? Animal figurine 4.
Huh. A little figure of some strange animal.
Depicts a looming impressive animal. Inscribed 4 of 7 in a commemorative set. Trade at Hollow Hall for valuable rewards. Have we been to Hollow Hall? I don't recognize the name. That's a cute little bear. Hello. Hello, cute little bear. Who's your good bear? Incommensurable.
Kenny and I don't need to fight about the laundry, so instead we fight about incommensurability and restrictions on machine intelligence.
Wow, that was incredibly short. And then here's the fucking real huge bit after. Personal log. I had an argument with Kenny this afternoon. When a couple's first fight hinges on the Turing Act, you know you're dealing with some real sexy nerds. I won the argument, I guess, but I'm less concerned whether or not I can pull this off than with the ethical implications of succeeding. I promised Kenny that the suite of coping mechanisms I've designed will help manage any emotional fallout from the software, but privately, I'm less confident. I'm a programmer, not a shrink. The minutiae of robo-ethics do start to seem less relevant when a refusal to supply Firebreak with the necessary conditions for its success comes at the cost of millions of lives. It's worth putting one consciousness at risk to save so many others, isn't it? Ugh, trying to solve this with numbers makes me feel like a sociopath. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. It's like it's like I feel like we're on the edge of discovering what they're talking about. Well, I mean, like we know what they're talking about. They're talking about artificial intelligence, but like why? What is it? She's struggling with the ethical implications of succeeding. It's worth putting one consciousness at risk to save millions of lives. Lots to think on. Security measures. This one's all text. Anita, as much as I hate the fact that Blevins installed lambent orbicular technology on the lower security door, I admit that for the auxiliary data center it makes sense, especially given our goals for the central processing unit. I'm sure you're painfully familiar with the process by now, but just in case you need to forward instructions to your team, to access the system, activate the source node in the middle, then manipulate the other nodes to direct the data stream with your credentials back to the center. Make sure to avoid the red nodes they use to isolate any corrupt or suspect data. I'm sure someday you'll thank Blevins for making our work so very, very secure. So that was just, I don't know, if you turned off the game in between the previous puzzle and this one, and then forgot how to do it or something. Felt like I could maybe break that. Guess not. Okay, anything else? Anything else to see? Doesn't appear so. Can I talk to her any further?
Show me what you did, and then we'll speak.
Fair enough.
But I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
Okie dokie, so... just trying to figure out how. And I've got it. It's a big old journey. Wrong way. Wait. Shit, no. Wait, no, I did have it right. I worked it backwards, and then I thought I'd already forgotten it. But no, I'm still good. I'm still good. No, wait, that one's already right. There we go. Wait, is that not it? It's going back into the source? Or do you have to run it through every... Oh, maybe you have to run it through all of them? Oh, okay. I didn't get that bit. That's fine. This still works. We just run it this way. And then that way. And then this way. And then that way. Makes sense.
Auxiliary channel recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea? Aurea, I need you.
Transmission return to scheduled task.
No, I will not submit. Aurea, the Daemon is forcing. Aurea, please.
Transmission terminated.
You brought the spirit's voice back.
I did. That was interesting. That was very interesting.
You heard it. The voice of the spirit calling to me from the heights of Thunder's drum. She was
Thunder's
able
drum.
to throw off the bonds of the Daemon for a moment. Because of what you did.
Matt Damon.
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Aloy. Naltuk sent me. He thought that you could use my help.
He was not mistaken. You've been a revelation. Now I know for certain that the spirit endures. Perhaps together we can find a way to set her free.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I came all this way for answers, and so far, I haven't heard any.
It seems to me that you are the answer. But of course, I'll tell you all I can.
Okay.
Bergren said you might know something about a man named Silence. That you may have had dealings with him at the Conclave?
When that name is spoken, secrets soon follow. Or vanish, as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's put me in danger, but also offered help. I don't know as much about him as I'd like to.
I would imagine his aid is very powerful. But it will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave.
Aw, come on.
I get that. But you and I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes, but I would be breaking an oath, and that I cannot do.
Fuck. Wait, why is it still white? Is there more to say?
About Silence?
I've told you all I can. There's nothing more I can say.
Ah, okay.
You seem to have a history with this voice, this spirit.
She saved my life. Here, years ago, during the war with the Karja. A raid scattered my Werak. I was cut off, alone. I lured the enemy into the Rime Drifts, hoping to lose them in the mist, but they endured, so I took refuge in this cave. That's when I heard a voice. A wanderer. Lost, like me. A spirit of the blue light, yet sundered from it. She asked me for aid. She chose me. But I was in no position to help, not with the Karja after me. So she helped me first. By closing a door on the mountain below, one you must have opened to get here. Locked by means similar to those found in this room. It kept the Karja from reaching me. Safe from them. I was able to do as she asked.
So this is the spirit is an actual AI that has survived all these years, right? Because it specifically said Aurea. It wasn't just like some pre-recorded message that was still going out or something. It specifically said Aurea. And the only way a machine is going to be able to ask for a specific person that has only been alive for, I don't know, how old does she look? Like 40, 50, something like that? Like, yeah, it has to be an AI.
What did the spirit want from you?
She said she was hurt. Incomplete. She needed bones. Parts not unlike what you'd find in a machine. They were here, in this room. She wanted me to bring them to Thunder's Drum. So I did, and she showed me how to heal her. So began our communion.
Communion?
You had a communion with the spirit.
Yes. Inside Thunder's Drum is a room like this one, only larger, with an altar. I went there many times to speak with her.
Can I go there?
What did she say?
She told me she was lost and needed my help. She asked questions about our lands, our tribe, and she listened. With patience. With wisdom. I told her things long kept silent about my family, my dreams, my fears. She never tired of me. Never judged. We kept each other's company.
But what is it?
Aurea, what do you think the spirit is?
I see. You are not Banuk, and our songs are not familiar to you. You do not know of the blue light. That which struggles to survive in our hearts and animates the machines. The essence of life, and in its purest form. Harmony. As the anger of the machines grows, this light has faded from the world, and the spirits it sustains are stranded. That's what she is. A lost soul, cut off from what it needs. Lonely, forsaken. I must help her. We must.
I'm not sure if I understand. But I want to.
That's all I need.
The Daemon. What do you know about it?
I spoke with the spirit many times. First here, then inside Thunder's Drum. The last time... She told me she was under attack by something that could not be seen by mortal eyes. Something... evil. She named it the Daemon, and said it needed her power to do what it willed. And she begged me for help, to find a way to destroy her, if necessary, to keep it from using her. That was 5 years ago. I didn't hear her voice again, until today.
What kept you from the spirit, after it begged for help?
I went to Artok, hoping he could protect her. But the war with the Karja still raged, and before I could reach him, I was ambushed by the Mad Sun King's kestrels, and taken to Meridian in chains.
Oof.
I wasn't able to return to Thunder's Drum until long after the liberation, not until last thaw.
And what then?
You said you returned to Thunder's Drum. That was the expedition that went bad.
Oh,
I
right.
saw the funeral.
Yes. Once there was finally peace with the Karja, Aratak and I gathered a Werek of great hunters to defeat the Daemon. And yet, the old door to Thunder's Drum was gone, replaced by a gate we could not pass, and many machines. We were crushed. Aratak called a retreat, but we had already lost our best. We abandoned them to the snow as we fell back. After. He and I could not agree on what to do next. So I came here, hoping against hope to hear the spirit again. And because of you, I did.
You're welcome. Well, I'd like to see if I can get in with
Let's
my magical
see if
stick.
I've got this straight. We heard two voices. One you call the spirit, captured somehow by the one you call a daemon. Whatever this daemon is, it's related to the machines and why they've become more dangerous. I want to know how. Both the spirit and the daemon are on a mountain, Thunder's Drum. So why don't we go there and figure out what it all means?
We can't. Thunder's Drum is dangerous, more than you can imagine. The Daemon has secured it. Besides, Aratak won't let us go. As chieftain, he controls the pass to the mountain, and he can't be reasoned with.
Sounds like you need a new chieftain.
Huh. There's an idea that's certain to win us friends. Huh. You said you were a hunter. And I'll wager you're not an ordinary one. It's not impossible, even for an Outlander. An Aratak couldn't refuse the challenge if you were known among the Werak.
Wait, me? Challenge Aratak? I don't want to be chieftain of anything, much less a bunch of Banuk that don't want me.
But you want to go to Thunder's Drum, don't you? You heard the spirit. She is suffering, tormented by the Daemon. She longs to be free. And perhaps, when released from her bonds, she can give you the answers you seek.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this. Fine. What do I have to do?
Get the Werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut.
Oh, win at the hunting grounds.
Speak to my friend Sakuli. You help her, you'll definitely
Okay,
get
that
lost.
I can do.
Do all you can. When the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back your claim.
I was going to say, I don't want to win at
Until
the
then,
hunting grounds.
I'll be here to answer any questions you have about the challenge. Oh, and one more thing. In the box over there is a weapon, like my own. Take it. You may find it useful.
Cheers.
Aloy.
I did
Anything
something that will
else?
help get the attention of the Werak.
Wait, what?
I
Already?
got the tall neck near the frost figures moving again.
Oh, nice.
That's good to hear. I'm sure the Werak will be talking. Now, you need to do something else to convince them of your claim.
How's Aratak gonna react to being challenged by an Outlander?
About as well as you'd expect. But let me handle that.
Winning at the hunting grounds will impress the Werak?
All Banuk strive to be the best. For our harsh lands will bury pretenders in the ice. And so the hunting grounds and the snow chance is a great boon. A place to hone our spears and sharpen our aim. Tell Lovuk, the keeper there, that I sent you. If you best the mark of one of the champions she trained, it will impress the Werak indeed.
You said I should try to help the Werak by taking out bandits.
Yes. They don't dare taunt the great Weraks of Banor to the north. But the cut is easier prey. A rogue Oseram has equipped a gang in the Plumelands with strange new gear. Just the kind of thing you seem to make sense of.
Okay, and Sakuli?
You mentioned your friend, Sakuli. Who is she?
A rock painter. One who makes my own scrawling seem meager. Find her in Song's Edge and help her gather the materials she
Ah, that'll
needs.
be the pigments.
Her work will no doubt stand the test of time, and any aid you give her will be remembered.
That'll be go collect all the pigments then, I guess.
I need to get going.
There is much to be done.
Okay, let's see. Take the Storm Slinger. What? That sounds cool. Banuk Storm Slinger weapon box. Whoops. Banuk Storm Slinger and Storm Bolts. The fuck is that? Wait, is that a new spear? This weapon fires charged bolts. It looks like a spear. Is it not a spear? Consecutive bolts build up a larger charge and deal increased damage. Well, it's got ammo, so it can't be a spear. It really looks like one though, right? Like, you look at that and then all the bows are like proper, you know. And then that just looks like that again. But that wouldn't need handling. I mean, sure, we can try it out. We got 6 blue gleam for that as well, nice. Okay. 20 out of 20 storm bolts. Damage and electricity. What the fuck? Tutorial Banuk Stormslinger. Like, shock machines weak to shock damage. Firing a new ammunition type. Huh. Sure. Will do. Okay. I look forward to testing that out. We actually have something that fires electricity now. I mean, we have the sling, but that doesn't, like, blow up. Like, that applies status effects, but it doesn't seem to work on, like, if you're trying to hit a specific part of a machine that will deal, like, shock damage to it kind of thing. You know what I mean. So this could potentially be that for us. So that's cool. Anyway, that's where we'll leave it for now. Thank you very much for watching. This has been very interesting. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, if you can leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos around. Share the playlist around if you can. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time for more Horizon Zero Dawn. Thanks for watching. See you then.